Greetings, you guys. Welcome to the Media Files. So today we got ourselves a nice little pile of movies here. This one was actually supposed to be released around Memorial Day, and I never got around to shooting it. Just got so busy dealing with stuff. So we'll basically call this the 4th of July update now, as of recording this. So yeah, basically we have a whole bunch of kind of somewhat military movies. Yeah, now some of them may not be military-ish, but they basically are somewhat related either to, terminology or whatever. And another random movie that basically just, it's a sports movie, but I don't really care because I've never even heard of it. All I know is that it stars one of my favorite old school actresses. So let's see what we got right here on the Media Files. Okay, so let's set this down here. Alright, so first off, the Oddball movie. So here we have basically a movie that stars basically none other than Janet Leigh before she did Psycho. We have Angels in the Outfield, which I know for some of you Disney people, same title, completely different movie. But what can we say? It's almost kind of like dealing with the apparently it's dealing with the Pittsburgh Pirates apparently. But yeah, I don't know. And what can I say? I got this for like $0.25, so hey, there we go. Alrighty, so for the military stuff. So, first up, we got a couple Blu-rays here. Now, the funny thing is, most of these movies I'm going to mention, they're all basically almost submarine-based. Yeah. Who doesn't love a good submarine movie, am I right? So, first off, we have here a movie that I've been wanting to see, and I actually found this with the slipcover, actually. We have Gerard Butler and Gary Oldman in Hunter Killer. Yeah, look at that nice shine right there. Basically has a couple of special features. We got declassifying Hunter Killer in 2 parts and another commentary with the director. So yeah, that's about it. All right, so then up next we've got a movie which stars Harrison Ford, which I've only heard about but I've never actually seen. But here we have K-19 The Widowmaker, yeah, directed by Catherine Bigelow, who, of course, did Zero Dark 30 a few years later, as well as The Hurt Locker. So, yeah, she's got she's got some good military movies in her filmography. So we got commentary by Catherine Bigelow and cinematographer Jeff Cronenweth. The making of K-19 The Widowmaker. We have featurettes here exploring the craft, makeup technology, Breaching the Hull, and It's in the Details, and the theatrical trailer in HD. So, yeah, cool. Sounds awesome. Then up next, we have here one of my favorite classic movies. I wanted to get this edition because I have the original, but I've been wanting the 2-disc edition, which has a buttload more bonus features. We've got Gregory Peck, and who else is in this? And Anthony Quinn and David Neiman, and The Guns of Navarone, yeah. Such a great movie. Loaded with bonus features. So we got a new audio commentary from film historian Stephen J. Rubin. New Forging the Guns of Navarone documentary. An ironic epicness of heroism. A heroic score featurette. Epic restoration featurette. New narration-free prologue. That's cool. New roadshow intermission. An audio commentary from director J. Lee Thompson. He's directed loads of great movies, too, by the way. Including, I think, a couple of the Planet of the Apes movies. Memories of Navarone retrospective documentary. A message from Carl Foreman. Great Guns original featurette. No Visitors original featurette. Honeymoon on Roads original featurette. Two Girls on the Town original featurette. Talent Files, production notes, and more. Yeah, that is a ton of stuff. I mean, absolutely loaded. And of course, there is a sequel entitled Force 10 of Navarone, which of course stars none other than Harrison Ford. Yeah, I want to try to track down the special edition of that. if there actually is one ever coming out. Now, this one here, this was actually recommended to me by a family member, especially if you are a fan of old school military movies from like the, late 50s, early 60s. Of course, one of my favorite actors, of course, Clark Gable. This movie is it's awesome from what I've seen out of it. It's definitely an old school movie if you are interested in old school stuff. But here we have Clark Gable and Burt Lancaster in Run Silent, Run Deep. Yeah. Basically, it only has basically just a theatrical trailer and, of course, the 8-page booklet that talks about behind the scenes of basically of the movie. And, which, of course, it is right here. Yeah. Of course, that's what DVDs used to do back then. But I really wish that there was a really uber deluxe version of this movie, or at least needs to be remade in kind of somewhat. But yeah, and then we have another great movie, which like I said, some of these are submarine movies, so definitely grab these and check them out. So here we have basically another movie which is really interesting. From what I've heard, I actually have the book. I've not read it yet, but we have here Gray Lady Down, which is another great submarine movie, which basically they're trapped in almost 1,500 feet in water, and they have to figure out how to basically get the ship, get oxygen into it and whatnot. But it's got loads of great actors in it as well. I mean, it's got Stacy Keach from American History X. Loads of other great movies that he's done. David Carradine, as well as Ronnie Cox and Ned Beatty. So yeah, how cool is that? Yeah, absolutely awesome movie to watch. Can't wait to sit down and watch some good old submarine movies, which actually I probably will do this weekend. And finally, the last submarine movie that we have here. Yeah, I don't know why I just ended up getting a bunch of submarine movies. One that I've heard about, but I've never actually seen. I remember the trailer looking pretty decent. But I was kind of surprised at some of the actors that were in this movie. But here we've got it's another one of the Cold War submarine type movies. But we've got David Duchovny and Ed Harris in Phantom. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun. So big name, why not? All right, and then finally the last two movies, which are basically kind of somewhat military, but not really. But they're both comedies. But what can I say though? One of them I always heard about, but I've never seen. The other one is just a childhood favorite. What can I say? So first off, we got here. Definitely. I think this was made before the show, maybe around the time of the show, maybe, I can't really remember. But here we have basically two of comedy's greatest guys of all time. We have Andy Griffith and, of course, Don Knotts in No Time for Sergeants. Definitely been wanting to watch this because this came highly recommended by a family member that I should definitely check this out. And finally, the last movie here. This movie is hilarious, and you're like, really? I mean, come on. Michael Myers directed this movie. Yeah, Nick Castle himself. We have here Damon Wayans in Major Pain. Yeah. What can I say? This movie is hilarious. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's just one of those movies that you're like, man, they got away with a lot of stuff for a kids movie, but it's actually PG-13. It's actually not PG. I always figured it was PG, but no. What can I say? It's just it's kind of shall I say, from what I remember of watching this, I mean, it gets right in there. I mean, they don't mess around by trying to get the kids to do what they need to do. But, what can I say? It's major pain. So there you go. All right. Well, that does it for this little update, you guys. So with that, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, leave a comment down below. With that, I'll see you next time. See ya.